So, MCQ on conservation biology. Modern conservation science increasing aims at protecting fidelity list endangered species, lobbying for strict enforcement of US Endangered Species Act, sustaining biodiversity of entire ecosystem and community. What is the answer? The answer is sustaining biodiversity of entire ecosystem and community. Next question. What is the single greatest threat to biodiversity? Overexploitation of commercially important species. Option A. Option B. Disruption of tropical relationship as more as prey species become extinct. Option C. Habitat alteration, fragmentation and destruction. So the correct option is habitat alteration, fragmentation and destruction. Next question. Biodiversity hotspots are not necessarily the best choice for natural preservation because a hotspot are situated in remote areas not accessible to wildlife views. A hotspot for one group of organism may not be hotspot for the another group. Here, the correct answer is a hotspot for one group of organism may not be hotspot for another group. Approximately what percent of the world land area has been established as reserve to protect biodiversity? So the correct answer is 7%. Relatively small geographical area which have high concentration of endemic species are known as biodiversity hotspot. Discipline that applies ecological principle to retain degraded ecosystem to more natural state is known as resource conservation or option B restoring ecology. So here the correct option is restoring ecology. Term biotic boundary refer to a what? Option A area that an animal defends to its territory. Option B area needed to sustain a population. Option C home range of an animal. And option D distribution of an organism. So the correct option is area needed to sustain a population. Which one of the following species were driven to extinct by overexploitation by hunting and fishermen? So here the correct option is the great oak. Neil perk, late Niloticus, is good example of what? A predator that has negatively affected biodiversity in ecosystem where it has been introduced. So, which one of the following species have been shown to the most susceptible to habitat fragmentation? Red-cocked woodpecker is the answer. Brown-headed crowbird population required forest habitat where they can parasites the nest of other forest adapted host bird, burrow for insect larvae under the bark of the tree, nest in caving in old growth timber and avoiding competition with other open area cowbird species. The correct answer for this question is parasitize the nest of other forest adapted host bird. Human use of prokaryotic organism to help detoxify a populated wetland would be example of ecosystem augmentation, keystone species introduction, biological control, bioremediation. So the answer is bioremediation. Which one of the following would be considered an example of bioremediation? Adding nitrogen fixed microorganism to an degraded ecosystem to increase nitrogen availability, reconforming the channel of a river. C. Adding seeds of a chromium accumulated contaminated by chromium. So the answer here is option C, that is adding seeds of chromium accumulating plant to soil contaminated by chromium. Which one of the following nation has become a world leader in establishing a zone of reserve? So Costa Rica is the answer for this question. Now, biggest challenge that Costa Rica will likely face in the dedication of to conservation and restoring in the future is the correct answer for this question is the pressure of its growing population. This is the biggest challenge that Costa Rica will likely face in this dedication of conservation and restoration in the future. This was all about the quiz. Thank you to like, share and subscribe. For more videos, stay tuned.